Hey guys, as you all seen the title intro of this video, so this is a pink blue font I'm going to use, and the background and HUD file of the PSD, music and IR file, background, texture and something. Let's go open the After Effects. I'll make a new project. Okay, now I import the project files into it that I'll share in the description of this video. So hope you guys download and practice them. You can use this type. I use the ratio of 16:19, that is 1920 by 1080. So I import the project files now. So I import this background, texture and PSD file and the music file. Okay, I'll open that files. Okay, it's importing the file. Okay, now you can see I imported all these files. I just drag and drop that PSD file. It contains HUD like texture. You can see the texture of the HUD file. Now I'll scale down the texture, that is HUD file. Okay, around 25 per 20 to 20%. I think it's okay. No, it's looking so small. So at 30%. Okay, it's looking very big. Around 25% is okay, I think. Yeah, it's okay. Now select the layer. I'm going to pre-compose this layer. Okay, I right click this, pre-compose this layer. Okay, wait, I select this layer and I right click, pre-compose. Okay, I call this as HUD. Okay, I click on OK. Now in this I make an animation of popping in. So I move for the time duration is 10 frames of popping up. 10 frames I calculated it. So I move to the 10 frames. I keep that stopwatch on scale and moving back to the front. I'll scale to all the way where the no HUD file is visible. Okay, this is the fine. Is fine. Okay, I'll scale it a bit because the white area is looking. Okay, I think little more because the corner is visible. So I make around 700. It's okay now animation is done. So we can see I'll ease them, right click keyframes and ease them. F9. You can also click F9 to ease them. Now by selecting this, I go for the blurriness, or you can see the toggle switches in the bottom. So I click on the blur and click on blur, activate the blur icon. You can see in the screen. So you can see now the preview. Okay, is a pop-up we see here. Same as the movie title of V. Okay, now as we got this preview, now we have to do something else. Now I'm going to the graph and choose the speed edit graph. Okay, I'm going to select the scale because our animation starts in scale. So I select the scale. Now I move the graph to smoothen the animation or speeden the animation. You can call it either way. So now it's completed. Now I take it as around 10 frames and I cut them, or around 12 frames, because we have to down the opacity. Okay, down the opacity for 2 frames. So I cut this element, go to edit and split layer. Now I delete the above layer. Now as we deleted the layer, so I will duplicate this layer by pressing Ctrl D, and I will adjust the layers of the animation. So I move the layer at the time of 10 frames I'll move each layer, so I'll move that all the layers in the sequence wise. Okay, now you can see the animations, so it's coming in. So I'll adjust little more to in for more accurate purpose. So I'll adjust them. So first of all, I think I have to reduce the opacity, as I have discussed at the 10 frames. I have to reduce the opacity. Okay, now in this I keep the opacity of 100%. I move 2 frames forward and reduce all the above to 0%. Okay, now I select these and I will right click them. Okay, wait, right click them, easy ease, or you can click F9 to ease them. Okay, now we can play the opacity down. Okay, now I apply this I apply this opacity effect to all the layers above except the top layer. So I control C to copy that layer effect, and I paste this here, control V, and the above layer control V, and above layer control V. Okay, now I don't want to copy in that folder. I extend this layer around 2 seconds, I think, or 4 seconds, I can say. As you can see the animations preview on the screen. So I already told I just adjust the animation according to me. So I move these layers according to the layers. So now you can see the smooth animation in the preview. Now move forwarding. Okay, now another time you can see. Okay, now I think okay, I'm facing the point where I have to keep my, you think, that rotation time. Okay, as you can see, I already seen the trailer of V, which is the villain, I think, of Nani's film. So I extend this to 4 seconds, as you can see. Now I going to the main section. Now I think I should keep a text of V. You can already see in the V. I just type the text V here. You can type any your letter. You seen in the on the starting of this video, I used S. So now you can scale up this V and set the anchor point to center. Scale up this, and now I keep the V in the center, or exact the V in the trailer or the title you just given in the V trailer. Okay, now I scale this, I keep exact where I want to keep it. Okay, so as you have kept at the correct position, now I'm going to decompose this layer also. Now I type this as text, click on OK. Now in the text layer I have to apply the texture of this text. Now I can drag the texture, it is a stone structure that I have taken. Now you can fit to the comp you wish, because you have as the size of the text increases, the effect goes so that's why I have increased to that. Okay, now just change the Luma Matte, change that to the option to Luma Matte option. Okay, Alpha Matte option. So now I think I have to change this color. So select in the effects and presets, select hue and saturations and click on colorize. Now I keep it to 0. No, I just play around these colors, so I get the exact, but in the 0 it's all about red. Okay, I move to 0. Wait a second. I play around, I move to 0. Okay, now increase saturation all about the 100, because you have to increase the saturation. The because of less saturation, you might have get the only hue, not the saturation. Okay, now I came to the hue to 0 and saturation to exact way. Now look, I keep the new solid for the gradient of topmost V, that you can see the corner. I select the masking tool and mask the area where I want to feather that shady, or you can see shadow like thing. So you can see the black overlays on last part of the V. Okay, now I feather this all about to 97 percentage. You can say 97 percentage or 90 percentage, you can keep it. Okay, I keep to 90 percentage, I think. Okay, most thing I think, or I can move the thing, move the mask. For select the move tool and move the mask where you have to keep, you can keep that mask. Is all about to you. So by selecting that option, you can actually unhide the mask, so you can see the text of your. Okay, now one more thing I can do is this. Okay, now we have to go to the our stroke. By this way we can animate the shape of the V. In the actually you have seen the trailer, same as that we can apply. So I am going to the main section and select the text pre-composition and now apply the stroke here. Now actually I have to mask this. Okay, I'll add the path. Okay, V, like V shape. Okay, I added the path. Okay, now what I do is select the mask and increase the brush size. Increase the brush all around to 50, all around 50, and increase the thickness, hardness, all that thing. And coming to the start and end, we can play around start and end actually. Okay, now on the original image you can see like this white stroke. I'm going to select the reveal original image. Okay, now I actually decrease the end point. Okay, actually increase the end point now where I want to get exact path. Okay, actually in the trailer and this it is a reverse of path. It's my mistake, sorry about that, it's my mistake. So it's the reverse of that, don't worry. You can actually reverse it also by selecting the same way or start of end. I select the start range and keyframe here and move it to 0, move it to 0 and starting point of that animation. So I move around this. Okay, move around this. As you can see the animation of V. Okay, now again I select these two layers and ease them. Okay, as you can see already have ease them. Now you can see the preview of that. Okay, now actually it is okay, I think. Okay, yeah, I move some distance faster to preview faster. Okay, I think it's good. Now in this I select the topmost layer. I have to set this for rotation. Okay, now I select the way the animation stops. For me it stops at I think at the top. I think it stops at Okay, I select the stopping point of that. Okay, I think here is stop point actually. Okay, now here I select the rotation by clicking R, and I keep the keyframe of that current, and at the top at the last I select the rotation to 60 degrees. 60, I think 60 degrees. Okay, 60 degrees I will rotate. Now you can see the smooth animation. For the smooth animation, you have to right click and click on keyframe assistance and easy stem. Okay, now you can see you can easy stem. Now you can play, it actually rotates. Okay, actually rotates. Okay, now click on this I move forward for exact preview of that. After the animation you have to rotate that element. Okay, now it's looking much more better, I think. Okay, now I want to do something else. Okay, as you can see in the trailer, I have to add a wiggle, I think wiggle effect, the camera shake effect at the falling of that, at the drawing of that V letter. Okay, we want to do that. Okay, now I think we select the position. I think actually what I am doing is selecting the graph because I have to animate this V to faster. Okay, now I select this stroke effect at the starting point because I select the starting point where the keyframe I assign to them. Okay, now I click drag the end point to near starting point, so graph looks like this. Okay, now I close this graph. Now I click quick preview of this graph. Okay, now I can see the speed animation of that V later. Okay, all the part is done. Now we have to add a camera shake to hit. For that we have to select that something. Before that we add a background to it. At the last we can see the wiggle effect and the music layer. Okay, now actually we can fit to comb this layer or just masking feather and lot as you wish. With the background we can change. I provided the background in the description, you can download from the description, don't worry about it, background and all I provided in the description. So as my wish I am making this as the mask, feather and all. So now I'll move with the starting of the rotation of that head element is starting. So I check this. Okay, starting of head element I have taken and I put the background at there. Okay, now I can see actually you can decrease the opacity of head element. I'm not doing this here because in the trailer they have shown in the little bit of decrease in the opacity of around 70%. I'm not showing here. Now I select this what is, you can say that is slide control. Okay, slider control, or you can say slider control. You can type in the effects and presets menu and you can select. Now click on the alt on the position. Now type the expression of wiggle around 20 comma, select that select that and parent to that, apply that parent to the slider and you can get this expression. I give that expression also in the screen, you can see in the screen as usual. Okay, as you can see it is happening nothing in the wiggle because I have to animate at particular point, so I have adopted this method. So at the starting of the typing of V I'll choose the keyframe, and the completion I increase the slider effect, that means wiggle effect around your wish, around I think okay. Now move a page down, that means move ahead of frame. I'll decrease the slider amount to 0 and I'll preview this. Okay, now you can see the preview. Okay, it's shaking the camera, or you can say shaking the screen. Okay, for me it's the background is black, so it will not affect the whole thing. Or you have to use the mirroring option in the effects and presets for scaling, exact the scaling. Okay, now you can see the preview of this. Okay, as you can see. Okay, now I think I should move the keyframes to forward for a little bit is speed animation. Okay, I preview this. Okay, now it's look better. As you can see, slower animation. I can see this fast animations going behind this, because I work a lot on this After Effects CS6. Now I'll add the background music to it. Now I can listen the music now. Okay, actually you can export this video as you want.